Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and I'm going to start this project off with this arch that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance right after Christmas. And I'm going to paint the bottom half of this white, so I'm going to just go right under the arches and kind of stop there, and then just give this bottom half a couple of coats of white paint. Once that was all dry, I'm going to tape off that white part and make sure that it is fully dry before you put the tape on, or you'll rip your paint back up. I'm going to make sure that that's level and lined up perfectly. Once I have my tape on there, I'm going to paint the top half of this arch with like a robin's egg blue. I'm just going to kind of go around. Don't get any on the sides of this because I liked the fact that the sides were stained. So I'm trying to be very careful with the white and with this color not to get any white on my edges or any of this robin's egg blue color on any of my edges of this. Once it was all dry, I'm going to peel up my tape. Next, I am going to take this bird napkin. It has little chickadees on it. These napkins were part of my spring bundles of napkins on my website. So I'm just going to kind of figure out what part of the design that I want on my bottom half of my arch. So I'm just going to kind of cut around once I figured out where I wanted it. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge once I have it figured out, and I am going to adhere it to the bottom half of this. So I'm just going to add a nice thin coat of Mod Podge. You don't want to overdo it with the napkins because you're bringing them down to one ply, so they're very, very delicate. And I think that's where a lot of people get frustrated with the decoupage, is they try to use too much. So once I have that all Mod Podge, I'm going to lay my napkin where I wanted it. And I kind of tugged at it a little bit to get rid of some of the wrinkles. Once I have it laid into place, I'm just going to pat it down very gently with my hands. And then I'm just going to let that fully dry. Once it was fully dry, I'm just going to take my sander and sand off the excess around the edges. Once I have that all cleaned up, I am going to take some twine and I'm going to wrap it around just underneath the holes in the arch. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back side and then just start wrapping my twine around to the front, just kind of making a barrier between the napkin and the top of the arch. So you can wrap it around as many times as you like. I just did it a few times, and then I'm going to glue it into place on the back again. And I just think this is turning out so super cute. I love it. Next, I'm going to take some greenery that I had, and I just had a couple of pieces that I cut off of a larger piece of greenery that I had, and they were kind of like these two fern-looking things. So I'm just going to glue those into the bottom right-hand corner. And then I'm going to take some Spanish moss, and I kind of just smushed it into like a nest shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to add that right on top of those and just kind of glue that into place and hold it till it set. And then cut off all of the little wiry pieces. And then I'm going to take these two eggs that I have that are the same color as the top, and I kind of splattered them with some white and some antique wax, and I'm going to add those right into the nest. And I'm going to hold on to those until they are fully adhered so that they don't fall off when I go to lift it up. And these were just two little styrofoam eggs from Dollar Tree that were plain. Like I said, I painted them to match. Next, I had this little grapevine wreath. I'm going to add that to the very top where the arches are and hold it into place for a minute while it's set up. And then I'm going to add this little bow that I made out of some lace ribbon from Dollar Tree right to the top of that little wreath. Take the back side of a paintbrush and just kind of fluff out the bow loops. Then I had this little chipboard quote that says "Choose to Shine" by Tim Holtz. I am going to add that right in between the two birds. And that is it. This project is done. I think it turned out so super cute. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.